For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system, now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
first and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second down, Howell back to pass. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Howell throwing on third down here. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Gibson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. A long opening drive and a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Sets up to throw it. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long. Looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. 32 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Powell. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Robinson with another carry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
60 vices, 60 vices.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. And when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Howe. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
This offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And Howe will throw it. And this almost intercepted him. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead, and we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. There are not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
60
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie our score at 14.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Throwing here, Howell.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
An unfortunate distinction for Sanders last season. He had the most yards, 754 of any back in the league, to not score a touchdown. He's still the guy in Philly, though, and he'll get back to scoring this season. Plenty of work available for him in the league's top rushing offense from a year ago.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Devontae Smith's workload certainly didn't get any lighter going from being a Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama to his first year with the Philadelphia Eagles. 104 targets as a rookie, and his 916 yards, they were the most for a Philly wideout since 2015. They go to him there for a first down.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Another run here with Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
18 Cardinal.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Montez Sweat, the 3rd-year edge rusher, had 5 sacks in 10 games in 2021, limited due to injuries. But still, an impressive 21 sacks in his first 3 years in the NFL.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now back to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 22, Powell. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Robinson up the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was he?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Howell. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 60. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They try the fake field goal. It doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught. Smith. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Sanders. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 77 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And some space here. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Sanders trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Ready?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hurry, hurry!
Sanders again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Howell. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It's been quite the impressive career resurgence for Hassan Reddick. Focusing now more on rushing the passer, the linebacker has 23.5 sacks in his last 2 seasons.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Complete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Sanders. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.